Hi, this is Dan Brzezowski. This is the Success and Motivation in the No Comfort Zone. Today's podcast, we're going to be talking about always end on a high note. I'll see you on the inside.
Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
Hey, it's been a little while since I had a chance to talk to you via this podcast. I appreciate all the support, the ratings, the reviews, and think it's very cool that there's still a lot of listeners that are coming on board. So thank you for that. And if you're looking to leave me a really kick-ass review, I would love to see that over on Apple iTunes. Head on over there and give me a 5-star rating if you believe I deserve one. And also, in addition to that, I'd like you to write a review. Tell me how this podcast is impacting you in a positive way so that other people like yourself can find me. And maybe, just maybe, these words of adversity that I've come across, that I've turned into some inspiration, might motivate them to help find their purpose in their life. And wouldn't that make the world a better place? That's what my intention is. No kidding. So today's podcast, I started off with saying that, always end on a positive. So here's what's been going on for the last couple of weeks, kind of going to give you an update. I have been inundated with a lot of things going on personally, just like everybody else in the world. You got stuff going on. My gratitude is at an all-time new high right now. I have so many things to be grateful and thankful for. And the reason that is because I'm looking around at everything that's happening around me, and there's a lot of great things that are happening. People that I work with are doing well. People that I deal with on a regular basis are doing well. People that I talk to on this podcast and how I meet via email are doing well. My family's healthy. I'm with my family. Things are going really well. And I look back and I'm like, what do I need to do myself in order to appreciate what's going on a little bit more? I really do need to take a step back. I need to take a step back off the social media. My son's on spring break with me right now. And although he's at home, I'm headed into work. And it's nice to be around him when he's not, in his day-to-day routine for school and stuff. It's nice to be around him there. I don't see him enough when that happens. But the point is that I get to hang out with him. And when I'm done with work, I get to spend time with him. And I've kind of changed things up a little bit. It's great to spend that time with him. He's 11, did a little bit of golfing, a little bit of weightlifting, a little bit of cardio, some board games, a lot of video games, and watching my favorite Netflix is the F1 Drive to Survive. It's season 3. It's amazing. And yeah, I'm going to be talking a ton of that later on. But this is really just kind of bringing you up to speed. And my point of always end on a positive. I had a situation the other day where it was kind of a tacky situation. There were some emotions that were getting built up. And you just have to realize that you have to take a step back and realize you can't take anything personal. Just don't take it personal. And back when I was 15 years ago, man, I would take everything personal. Everything would just be emotional for me. And I was like, you need to live by emotion. That's where the passion's at. That's where the fire is. And the fact is that just, it's all misery at that point. Because yeah, you're flying high. You're living with passion and everything seems to be going well. But when it goes bad, what do? You fall apart, you get frustrated, you get angry. All those negative emotions start to come in, and then you start to act. I started to act in a way that really wasn't beneficial to anybody around me. And I didn't get any good results. And that's what it came down to, is that although I was doing well one minute, the next minute I wasn't, and I could never gain any real progress. So this is the lesson from a long time ago, but I look at where I'm at now and things are going well. And then all of a sudden a monkey wrench gets thrown into it. The whole thing just starts to, one thing happens and it just starts to set the domino effect in a negative way. And I'm like, well, how do I stop this negativity from transcending everywhere into my personal life, business? How do I stop it? What do I need to do? It's really simple. I just need to stop it. I just need to take a step back and realize, okay, what's going on? Become aware. What's going on? All right, This situation's happening because somebody's getting emotionally out of control. They're obviously dealing with negative emotions and they're acting on them. Simple, right? Identify, how did we get there? Then I go through the protocol of how this happened. What's the situation? Then I have to make the decision on how I want to handle it moving forward. How do I handle this? Like, what am I going to do? Am I going to add to the fire and let my ego win? Or am I going to do something a little bit different and change the dynamic, change the paradigm, and get this? How do I turn this into a positive? How do you do that? Listen, I'll plug this right now. If you want to know how to do this, go to thenocomfortzone.com or launchwithdan.com. I don't even know what site I'm sending you to anymore, but there's a calendar. On the calendar, you go there, you schedule some time, and what I'll end up doing is I'll end up giving you a copy of the blueprint, and I could even, or email me, Dan@thenocomfortzone. Dan, what's about this blueprint? Here are my top 3 problems that are going on in my life, and here are the 3 goals. I will send you the blueprint, and I will tailor the blueprint to what you've written me in the email. I'll explain it to you via a video. It's super simple. This way I can do it when I can do it, and I can help you in the process, and I want to serve you that way. Because when you go through the process that I'm telling you, when that monkey wrench, when it happens, aware what's going on, identify how it happened, decide on who you want to be and how you need to be in order to solve the problem. And then this is absolutely wonderful. Then take the first right step in that direction. And I want to tell you that you just have to have the end in mind, end on a positive. Realize that you don't have to win the battle or even the war. Realize that one thing that you need to do, that one minor thing you need to do, is just end on a positive. How do I make this good so that both parties can feel great? With your spouse, with your children, with your coworkers, with customers if you're in that line of work, with somebody that you're at the grocery store, always end on a positive. And when you put that dynamic in place, it is amazing how you completely eliminate problems. Like, they go away because your intention is to end on a positive. And as my buddy Bruce Lee would say, fight without fighting. There's no need to fight. There's no need. There's no need to argue. There's no need to throw negative emotions in there. You don't have to get all emotional. That behavioral triangle that I learned when I was in therapy, yeah, that was pretty cool. But then I worried that it took passion out of my life. But how can it take passion out of your life? Because you're not supposed to act on your emotions. You're supposed to identify what emotions you have, then logically respond in a way that's going to be, a good resolution. Well, what if you ended on a positive? What if you ended on a positive? What's going to happen in your life? What's going to happen in the people's lives around you? If you end on a positive in every situation, or try to, what's that going to do to your end outcome, to your goals, to the results that you're looking for? It's a little decision here and there that goes such a long way. So make the decision. Go to Dan@thenocomfortzone.com. Dan, I need the blueprint. Top 3 goals, top 3 problems. Let me know what they are. 1 sentence, that's all I need. And then I'll explain to you the blueprint. We'll go through the mindset first. If you want more, I can give you more. But the fact of the matter is this. I actually 100% believe that the best version of yourself, that movie that you're creating right now in your life, the hero's journey, is actually happening for you right now. You're in the middle of your hero's journey. There's scene 1, there's scene 2, and there's scene 3. Right now, you're in scene 2. You're trying to figure out everything, and you're trying to get into that discovery mode. A little bit more adversity is going to come your way to see how bad you want it. And when it happens, whatever you've learned in scene 1 and scene 2 is going to show up so that you can have a happily ever after ending in scene 3. Love how I tied that movie reference together. But anyway, I do appreciate you listening to the podcast. Thank you so much for all the likes, the ratings, the reviews, and everything that you do for this podcast. I greatly appreciate you making the world a little bit better place by getting outside of your comfort zone and living on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at No Comfort Zone 1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.